Hi, my name is Amanda McVeigh, and I'm going to be talking about the recent issue of GMO-free food. As some of you may have heard, Chipotle is recently being sued over allegedly using genetically modified organisms, or better known as GMOs, in their product after proudly declaring that they were GMO-free in April. This is a class act lawsuit that has been filed against them in San Francisco, claiming that their menu has never been GMO free, and it's charging them with false advertisement and also violating the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act because of its false and misleading label. Those who have filed the lawsuit are claiming that Chipotle deceived its customers into paying more for their food because, especially nowadays, people are willing to pay premium prices for foods that are organic and healthy and align with their ethical eating choices. Actually, based on a survey, many surveys, many diners in the U.S. are willing to pay a premium price for food that they believed is more natural and less processed. As you can actually see here on the first chart, prices for things such as fruit and vegetables and healthy eating have greatly increased over the years, while prices for things such as butter and beer and less healthy choices have been decreasing over the years. And then this next chart shows how high the annual percentage growth and overall sales have increased in the U.S. for organic food sales. This is a very popular trend now and will only increase over the years to continue. This is why other restaurants are also making moves to provide these GMO-free, more healthy and organic options for consumers. Although Chipotle's chips, tortillas, rice, and salsas and marinades are GMO-free, the company still does buy meat from suppliers who may raise animal on feed that contains GMOs. In addition to this controversy about the meat, sources also say that Chipotle sour cream and cheese ingredients come from dairy farms who also use GMO feed. They also sell soft drinks that contain corn syrup, which is very obviously a GMO. The Chipotle spokesperson, actually, his name's Chris Arnold, stated in an email that the lawsuit is meritless and filled with inaccuracies. They say that they have always made it clear that their soda contains GMOs, and as far as battling against the statement about the animals consuming feed that contains GMOs, they say that it does not mean that their meat is GMO and wouldn't modify the animals any more than that it modifies a person who consumes GMO food. Chipotle is determined to live up to his motto, food with integrity. They proved this earlier this year, actually, by getting rid of the popular menu item, carnitas, due to the fact that the pork failed to meet its standards. This was a huge thing for Chipotle because it did actually lose a good amount of business due to this, but it did take them about 7 months to find a new farmer that did meet their standards of the GMO-free content. The company did admit that sourcing meat and dairy that come exclusively from animals that were never given GMOs would be a long-term project, and that it may serve products from animals that fed on GMO until they can make this project follow through and get rid of that completely, hopefully one day. This trend of healthy eating and GMO-free food plays a large role in the food business. Although Chipotle is definitely the forerunner of GMO-free food trend, many other businesses are trying to catch up to them. This trend will affect the hospitality for many years to come. So us, as hospitality majors, as we enter into our careers after graduation, this is definitely something that we will have to be concerned and pay attention to in order to have a competitive advantage in the market. Owners of the restaurant are trying to move towards this trend in order to please the customers, which is causing an increase of costs towards them as for research and just healthy food now is just more expensive. Owners are also affected by this trend because, as we will see with Chipotle's lawsuit, there's a large area for error. So they must be really careful when they do try to go towards this trend for advertisement purposes, to ensure that they don't break any laws with the Food and Labeling Act, because you do have to be very specific. I think this is a great trend in the food business, and I do hope it continues because at the pace it is going, because I do think it is a healthier trend that's moving towards a better America, in my opinion. But it definitely affects stockholders and the amount that they do have to pay for food. But consumers are obviously more willing to pay for higher priced items because it is a healthier way of living. I hope you all found this as interesting as I did, and thank you for your time.